Carb loading is a very advanced process, and the only time you ever really need to carb load is if you have a specific event like a photo shoot, competition for bodybuilding, and even if you are just wanting to look your best on a beach vacation. This is not the carb loading marathon athletes use. This one is for making the body look its absolute best. I personally love carb loading because the effect it has on the body I think is amazing, and I am so fascinated by how you can manipulate your diet and your training to make your body look so good. It's really incredible. So what a carb load is when you consume a very large amount of carbs in a very short period after you have deprived yourself from carbs for an extended period of time. I am going to use the example of how I would use a carb load for a men's physique competition. So for a carb load for a competition, you will need to be very lean. I would say around 6 to 9% body fat at the absolute highest. The leaner you are, the better it works. What a carb load does is it pumps your muscles up to their full capacity. It brings all your veins to the surface. It actually sucks the water from your body, which is holding on, into your muscles, making them appear even bigger. So at the end of the day, after a successful carb load, you look bigger, you look fuller, and you look more extremely vascular, and your body holds absolutely minimal water in between the muscle and the skin. All that water gets sucked into that muscle. The carb load lasts for a few hours, so you have to time it absolutely perfect to get the full benefit from it. If you don't time it right, your muscles will lose the pump, the water gets released from the muscle, and the body goes back to normal. So timing is crucial. To start the process off, you need to lock a set date, and you want to look your absolute best for. Whether it is a photo shoot, competition, video recording, whatever. You need to know the exact date of that event as it gives you a timeline to work with. I want you to watch my video, How to Lose Fat Through Dieting Correctly, because that is the exact process you go through to get lean for a set date. Once you reach that date, you go through the carb loading process I'm about to explain to you now. For example, let's say I have a photo shoot booked in for 16 weeks time. I will get my base diet sorted, which Josh will teach you in the protein, carbs, and fats video. And once I get my body used to maximum amount of food, I start cutting to get lean for the photo shoot. 1 week I will cut my carbs, and next week I will increase an hour's cardio. The week after that, I will cut some carbs again. And the week after that, I will increase another hour of cardio. So in approximately 12 weeks time, I will be doing around 6 additional hours of cardio per week on top of my 6-day weight training program. And I will still be eating all 7 to 8 meals. All of these meals will contain protein, but I only keep my carbs in post-workout because you never want to cut your post-workout carbs. For 4 weeks leading up to the competition or so, or 12 weeks onwards, I will be eating 1 carb meal per day, 6 hours additional cardio on top of my 6 1-hour plus weight training sessions. The process is very taxing on the body. It is very hard work, but you can drop a serious amount of fat very fast, which is going to make you look even better with the carb load. By week 15 of the cut, I'm basically shredded. I have hardly any fat left. I hardly have any energy left. I am moody as anything, and trust me, even for me, I find it so hard not to cheat on my diet. Depleting yourself of carbohydrates for such an extended period of time is very mentally challenging, but this is what separates the ones who want it from the ones who don't. In the last week of my cutting leading up to the competition, my muscles are extremely depleted of glycogen because I am still training so hard in the gym, but I am not replenishing my muscles with carbohydrates. They are not getting the full recovery and they stay broken down. This is very painful feeling. Your body aches all the time and it's very hard to finish your workouts at a good training intensity. So this would be a good time to utilize a pre-workout to help you keep that intensity up. You will not lose muscle in this period because your protein levels are still high and you are still having your carbs post-workout. But if you were to go carb depleted for any more than 6 weeks and you did cut your post-workout carbs, yes, you would start to lose muscle. So the key is to only really carb deplete for no more than 4 weeks at the end of the 16-week period. Keep protein levels high and never cut your post-workout carbs. For this example, I'm going to say that my competition is on a Sunday, just so we have a set day to work with. I would make sure I'm taking salt with iodine the whole week. Around a pinch of salt on each meal will be perfect. For workouts, train normal till Friday. Now these workouts are going to be 2 reps shy from failure. Don't use any drop sets, giant sets, negative reps, or pause reps. Just keep it a basic workout plan. No advanced techniques. Also train legs earlier in the week. Monday, Tuesday will be perfect to train them. By Friday, my muscles are fully depleted. They have no glycogen in them at all, and this is where the carb loading process comes into play. On Friday, perform steady state as normal and do a light full body workout for 40 minutes to get a pump, but don't get close to failure. Keep your nutrition plan normal. It should be low carbs and low fat. On Saturday, the day before, perform the same full body workouts. Friday, add an extra 100 grams of carbs to your normal day of food. Also increase your fat by around 15 grams. Make sure you are keeping your salt intake levels high, around 2,000 milligrams. On the day of, I will drink 1 liter of water only, and I will only sip on it during meals, as I want to come in for the shoot very dry. I will lower my protein by about 50 grams, and I'll up my carbs by 200 grams. Also add in about 15 grams of fat. I then get a light pump up before the photo shoot or competition. Keep the carbs to a low residue foods like eggs, honey, dew, candies, rice cakes, potatoes without skin, white rice, white bread, no seeds or nuts on it, dairy products or poultry. This removes any buildup in the GI tract from high fiber foods. Also, remove all artificial sweeteners 18 hours before the shoot or show. No Diet Coke, Splenda, Stevia, or anything like that. Continue this process to the competition or shoot. Once I am at the competition or photo shoot, all nicely tan, hair is nice, I then start doing high rep weights to really pump my muscles up even more. The pump you get and the image you see in the mirror on a carb load, I promise you, is one of the best feelings you will ever have. You will never see your body look as good as it does at this point. 16 weeks of hard work in the gym, 16 weeks of sacrificing delicious foods, hours upon hours of cardio, all to look your absolute best for that 1 hour photo shoot or competition. It is a very rewarding and satisfying experience. Why? Because only a few actually have the determination and dedication to actually do this. It sets you apart from the rest. So after a photo shoot or competition prep, you would normally have a light rest or lower the training intensity for about 4 to 5 weeks to let your body recover. I will then focus on growing a little and working on my weak areas. Comparing myself halfway through a bulk to the way I look after I have just completed a carb load is literally worlds apart. There is just no comparison. Once you go through the process and you do it properly, you will understand what I'm talking about. Once you have seen yourself look your absolute best, it just makes you hungry to keep getting better and better, because feeling that good about yourself is such an addictive feeling. Once you do it once, you just want to improve, and then it consumes you and you become obsessed and it becomes your life. And that's how me and so many other people get addicted to the gym. So yes, carb loading does work. It is an amazing process and I really do find it fascinating. But for you to be able to carb load and go through this process, you must get extremely lean first. And you must be depleted of carbs for an extended period of time. This does work for both men and women too. Women can do it as well. And it does not need to be for a photo shoot. Anytime your body, you just want to look your best, anytime you want to be vascular or really tight, thin skin, go through the carb loading process. If you are watching this video, I'm assuming you are interested in everything I am talking about. So I strongly urge you to do a proper cut and try carb loading for yourself and see how it goes for you. You need to learn and experience these things for yourself. Everything I know and everything I am teaching you, I know is correct because I do it all on myself first, and I know that it works. I have seen it happen, so take the knowledge I'm giving you, apply it to yourself, and learn how your own body works, because everyone is different. You will find your own little tricks or techniques that work well for you as an individual, and eventually you will become an expert and know exactly what you are doing. If you are wanting to do a competition like bodybuilding, reach out to us and we can help better adapt this plan to your needs in your body. Thanks for watching, guys.